Hey, Lakers fans. Today we're diving deep into the latest moves and strategies that could shape the team's future, especially regarding the draft and roster building. There's been a lot of chatter lately about the Lakers needing to get creative, particularly when it comes to turning one draft pick into multiple valuable assets. This concept isn't new in the league, but it's fascinating to explore how it could work for a team like Los Angeles, given the current landscape and their roster needs. It all starts with understanding the situation of teams that have a surplus of draft picks, like the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a massive collection of first-round selections over the next several years, and while that's a luxury, it also presents a challenge. The Thunder aren't necessarily looking to trade all their picks in one go or chase a superstar trade in the style of Giannis or someone else at the top. Instead, their approach appears to be more measured. They may look to consolidate picks to either move up slightly in the draft or trade for multiple second-tier players who can complement their roster in the long term. The point here is that the Thunder are in no rush to make hasty deals, and that opens an opportunity for creative teams like the Lakers to structure a trade that benefits both sides. For the Lakers, the priority is clear: acquire players who can contribute immediately while also adding depth. They need more than just a single starting-level player. They need multiple contributors who can fill roles across the roster. Names like Herb Jones come to mind, a player who could slot in as a reliable starting option. But it isn't just about one talent. Depth is crucial. This means that turning one pick into multiple assets could be the solution to address both the need for a clear-cut starter and the necessity of building a versatile bench. The idea is to leverage future picks to acquire 3, 4, or even 5 players in one maneuver, maximizing value in a single trade window. The Lakers' current limitation lies in their available assets. This offseason, however, they could open up possibilities. If structured correctly, a deal with a team like the Thunder could allow them to turn one first-round pick into multiple picks across upcoming drafts. Imagine taking a single selection and converting it into 3 first-rounders, which could then be used to secure several players who fit the Lakers' timeline and strategic goals. This approach also allows the team to target players in the same age range as Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic contemporaries, ensuring chemistry and continuity in development. By strategically acquiring multiple picks, the Lakers could then select a mix of 3-and-D players, young talents, or even higher-tier players who can contribute immediately, creating a balanced roster without sacrificing future flexibility. One of the more intriguing possibilities is using pick swaps in these scenarios. Even though some pick swaps may not hold as much value now due to the rise of young stars like Luka Doncic, they still present an opportunity for clever negotiation. A team like the Lakers could acquire swaps or lower-tier picks from a team like Oklahoma City, then use those selections to trade up or consolidate multiple assets. This is where the concept of turning one pick into several becomes tangible. By obtaining 3 first-rounders, the Lakers could then package those selections to acquire players like Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, or Matisse Thybulle. Even if some of these picks aren't top-tier individually, collectively, they provide significant leverage to build a deeper, more versatile roster. The strategy doesn't stop there. Once the Lakers have converted one pick into multiple selections, they have the flexibility to pursue different combinations of players to meet their immediate and long-term goals. For instance, one first-round pick could be used to acquire a high-end prospect, while the remaining picks could target solid role players who bring defensive reliability and 3-and-D capabilities. The cumulative effect of this strategy allows the Lakers to address multiple needs in a single offseason, rather than relying on piecemeal acquisitions that may not move the needle as effectively. It's about maximizing efficiency while balancing short-term impact with long-term planning. Moreover, understanding the Thunder's position is critical. Oklahoma City is set up extremely well for the future, with a roster already loaded with young talent and assets. Their willingness to trade less desirable picks or engage in pick swaps could be a golden opportunity for the Lakers, who otherwise have limited leverage. By offering a thoughtful package, the Lakers could potentially acquire multiple picks without sacrificing premium assets, effectively turning one valuable draft selection into a strategic collection of moves that reinforce the team across several positions. It's a chess game, and the Lakers need to think several moves ahead to make the most of this opportunity. The key takeaway is that creativity and strategic foresight are essential for the Lakers at this juncture. Whether it's through consolidating picks, leveraging pick swaps, or structuring complex trades that acquire multiple players, the goal is to build a roster capable of competing immediately while also remaining flexible for the future. This approach requires meticulous planning and a deep understanding of the league's draft landscape, as well as awareness of how other teams value their assets. In this sense, Los Angeles has the potential to turn a single draft pick into a significant roster upgrade, provided they can navigate negotiations effectively and identify the right combination of players to pursue. Finally, this scenario illustrates a broader trend in the NBA, where teams are increasingly exploring creative ways to maximize draft capital and build sustainable success. The Lakers' challenge is to translate these concepts into actionable moves that align with their roster priorities. They must balance the immediate desire for impact players with the long-term need for depth and versatility, all while competing in a league where the margin for error is slim. By targeting multiple players through one trade, Los Angeles could potentially solve several roster problems simultaneously, setting themselves up for both the present and the future. It's an exciting and complex puzzle, and how the Lakers execute these strategies could define their trajectory for the next several seasons. Continuing the conversation around the Lakers and their potential draft maneuvers, it's important to consider the types of players that could realistically fit into their system. The team is not just looking for talent. They're looking for versatility, defensive reliability, and players who can contribute immediately without needing years to develop. In recent seasons, Los Angeles has faced challenges with depth, and this offseason presents a critical window to address those gaps. The strategy of turning one first-round pick into multiple assets opens the door for the Lakers to bring in several complementary players who can elevate both the starting lineup and the bench, providing options in multiple positions. Another interesting aspect to consider is how the Lakers could use these multiple picks to execute trades that other teams might find less appealing. For instance, pick swaps have historically been undervalued by many teams, especially when dealing with franchises that are not expected to outperform the Lakers in upcoming seasons. By creatively packaging picks, Los Angeles could take advantage of this underestimation, exchanging selections for players who can fill gaps in defensive schemes, add three-point shooting, or bring energy and toughness to the roster. This kind of strategic thinking allows the Lakers to maximize value without overspending premium assets or compromising the team's core. Depth is another area where this approach shines. The Lakers can no longer rely solely on a few star players. They need multiple contributors to navigate the long, grueling season and make a serious push in the playoffs. By acquiring several players through one trade using multiple picks, they can distribute roles more effectively. This ensures that the starters are not overburdened, young players receive meaningful minutes, and the team as a whole maintains balance and energy throughout the season. In this way, a single first-round pick could become a cornerstone for a mini-rebuild that enhances competitiveness without a complete roster overhaul. Of course, evaluating the players to target is critical. The Lakers must balance immediate impact with potential upside. Players like Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, and Matisse Thybulle fit into this model because they are young, athletic, and have demonstrated defensive versatility. Adding a mix of 3-and-D players alongside high-upside prospects ensures the Lakers maintain both floor spacing and defensive integrity, which is essential in modern NBA play. These acquisitions also help build a pipeline of talent that can step into larger roles as veterans age, injuries occur, or rotations shift, keeping the team competitive over multiple seasons. Negotiation dynamics with the Thunder will be fascinating to watch. Oklahoma City has the luxury of holding on to picks, and their willingness to consider deals will likely hinge on long-term strategic goals rather than immediate gain. For Los Angeles, this means finding a balance between offering enough value to entice the Thunder without overpaying or giving up core assets that could jeopardize the Lakers' competitive window. The goal is to craft a deal where both sides benefit. The Thunder can consolidate or move picks in ways that align with their development plans, while the Lakers acquire multiple assets that immediately enhance the roster. Moreover, it's not just about acquiring multiple players. It's also about creating flexibility for further trades. Once the Lakers hold several additional first-round picks, they have the leverage to continue trading up or acquiring targeted talents as opportunities arise. This approach allows for adaptability in an ever-changing market, where injuries, player movement, and unexpected draft opportunities can quickly shift the landscape. By holding multiple picks, the Lakers position themselves to pivot quickly, respond to market conditions, and ensure they are maximizing every chance to improve the roster. The Lakers' pursuit of depth and versatility reflects a broader trend in the league, where teams are increasingly valuing flexibility and multiple small to mid-tier acquisitions over single, blockbuster moves. A well-executed strategy that converts one pick into several assets allows Los Angeles to be proactive rather than reactive, giving them the ability to address multiple roster needs simultaneously. In addition, this strategy can create synergy within the team by pairing complementary skill sets and fostering a roster where players' strengths reinforce each other, enhancing overall performance. Finally, the potential impact of such strategic maneuvering is immense. By leveraging the Thunder's draft surplus and creatively converting picks into multiple assets, the Lakers can simultaneously solve multiple roster issues, add defensive and offensive depth, and position themselves for sustained success over the next several seasons. This strategy requires careful evaluation, precise execution, and a willingness to embrace complexity, but if done correctly, it could define the team's trajectory for years to come. The key takeaway is that in the modern NBA, strategic thinking off the court is just as vital as performance on it, and Los Angeles has an opportunity to capitalize on that in a way few teams could match. This is a pivotal moment for the Lakers' front office, and the choices they make now will likely echo through the next decade, influencing both immediate results and long-term competitiveness. In essence, this approach is about more than just acquiring players. It is about creating a sustainable structure for success. By converting a single draft pick into multiple opportunities, the Lakers gain flexibility, depth, and the ability to adapt to unforeseen circumstances. They can address immediate roster needs while simultaneously investing in future potential, turning limitations into advantages. In a league where roster management, timing, and strategic execution can determine the difference between championship contention and mediocrity, the Lakers have the opportunity to set themselves apart. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the basketball world, LeBron James reportedly issued what insiders are calling a shocking ultimatum regarding the Los Angeles Lakers. According to sources close to the superstar, LeBron has allegedly made it clear that if a certain player joins the Lakers, he is prepared to leave the franchise, a statement that has left fans and analysts scrambling to decipher the potential implications. The timing and context of the ultimatum remain murky, but the buzz around the league is undeniable. A move that could reshape the Lakers' future appears to be on the horizon. The speculation stems from whispers around the locker room and front office circles, where the player in question is rumored to be a high-profile free agent with a reputation for both incredible talent and, controversially, off-court drama. The mere suggestion that LeBron, often praised for his loyalty and long-term commitment to the Lakers, would contemplate departure over a single signing has fueled a wildfire of debate across social media. Fans are divided, with some questioning whether LeBron's stance is rooted in basketball strategy, personal friction, or long-standing chemistry concerns within the roster. Others wonder if this is a calculated move designed to influence the Lakers' front office decision-making, leveraging his superstar status to shape the team's direction before free agency officially heats up. Industry insiders suggest that LeBron's influence on the Lakers' roster decisions has always been significant, but rarely has it been so overt, so public, at least in the form of leaks and rumors. The Lakers, historically known for chasing marquee names and bold acquisitions, now face the unenviable task of balancing potential superstar additions with the retention of their current cornerstone. Sources indicate that the situation is delicate. A misstep could ignite locker room tensions or alienate key personnel, while a savvy maneuver could solidify the Lakers as a powerhouse for years to come. As speculation grows, the basketball world is left to wonder. Is LeBron's ultimatum a genuine reflection of his deal-breaker principles, or a strategic nudge to steer the Lakers' hand before any contracts are inked? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. This rumor alone has added a dramatic, almost cinematic twist to the Lakers' off-season narrative, ensuring that every move will be scrutinized with heightened intensity. The possibility of LeBron walking away over a single acquisition, whether real or exaggerated, has ignited passionate debates from coast to coast, leaving fans, analysts, and even rival teams on edge. If this speculation proves even partially accurate, the coming weeks could redefine not just the Lakers roster, but the trajectory of LeBron James' legendary career. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.